Good morning and happy Monday. How is everyone today? So, today is the National Day of Renewal. And it's funny, some of the cards actually reflect that. So, renewal is about rebirth, awakening, starting things fresh, new beginnings. So, the cards today, some of them reflect that, and some of them talk about other things that we need to hear today. So the first card that came up is from my Goddess deck. And if you're here, say good morning, say hello, is the card of rebirth. So this is an opportunity for us, and a lot of the cards fall in line with the rebirth, an opportunity for us to look at our lives and figure out what it is we want to bring into our lives and what it is we want to release. And then there's this whole work in progress that happens in between those two. So the card that comes in line with the rebirth card as well is working towards spiritual growth. Good morning, Margaret. How are you today? And spiritual growth is really about us connecting with who we are and getting in tune with us and that connection. I like to call it connecting with my intuition, my inner being, so that I can really make choices and changes that reflect who I am, not what all these outside influences are telling me what I should be doing and who I should be. Good morning, Juliana. How are you today? So the numerology card that came up with all of this is about change. So we have this opportunity. And yeah, sometimes we struggle with everything that's going on around us. But we really need to embrace this as an opportunity for us to really take our health into consideration and bringing it all into balance. That's good to hear, Juliana. So I've been seeing a lot of posts and a lot of conversations I'm having with people is, the government is keeping us all physically safe right now. So they're putting our physical well-being to the forefront. But then what happens to the rest? What happens to our emotional health and well-being, our mental health, our spiritual health and well-being? Those things start to fall out of balance, which is what I'm hearing from a lot of people. So they're struggling with these pieces. Well, that puts us off balance, and then our physical starts to suffer as well. So it's really important for us to be able to have a plan in place and to really take care of our emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being, so we can keep that physical into balance. So the next two cards are kind of about manifesting things we want to bring into our lives. So this all has to do with our thought process, and our thought process is what energetically we put out into the universe, along the lines of the law of attraction principles. So the Love Yourself card today says, everything I do is a choice, so I am in control of my reality. The thoughts I choose to believe right now are forming my experiences. I now listen to what I say and do not say anything that I do not want to become true for me. So this is really important. Because we still need to work on the things that we're struggling with. That's all about our growth. But we really want to be careful with the words we're using. And there was another card that talked about all of that. Just looking for which one it was. It really talked, and I'm sure I'll pull it up in a couple of minutes. The words we speak about ourselves, about our experiences, really being aware of the words we're choosing. So when we're talking about ourselves, when we're talking about our home, when we're talking about our work, the things that we do in life, we want to use positive words to describe them. Good morning, Catherine. How are you today? Good morning, Ashley. So it's so important for us to be aware of the words that we're using, and especially when we talk about ourselves. So the well-being card that came up this morning says, anything I can imagine being, doing, or having, I can be, do, or have. And we've had this one come up before. I think it was 2 weeks ago. So ask yourself why you want it. The essence of your desire is activated, and the universe begins to bring it to you. It's easy to create a castle as a button. So it's so important for us to focus our attention and our thoughts using positive words so that we can attract the things we want into our lives. So when we're focusing on how much we're struggling today, we're going to attract more of that. Good morning, Vanessa. How are you? So we want to make sure that we're using those words. And the things that come up for us that we are struggling with, we want to try and identify where are those coming from. Because it's so important for us to work through those things. Not stuff them, not ignore them. We need to work through them and focus on what we want to bring into our life. Yes, Catherine, I'm just reading your comment right now. And sometimes it's hard for us to feel in control because of things that are going on that really affect us and trigger us. So it's important to be aware of those. And you're working on all of that now. So this is part of the struggle that you work through to get to where you need to be. So stay positive and keep working. You're doing a great job. The next thing that comes up, and these are things on our spiritual path that we need to really be aware of and pay attention to. Good morning, Dee Dee. How are you today? Stop comparing. So I'm going to read the card and then I'll talk a little bit about it. Apples don't compare themselves to oranges. Stars don't compete with other stars. They know there's room for all to shine in this ever-expanding universe. So embrace your differences, celebrate your quirks and your kinks, bring your fullest expression of self forward, and champion others when they do the same. So this is all about us not comparing ourselves to others. Oh, that's great, Dee Dee. I'm glad you're doing well. We are all unique. We've all had our own experiences in life, and we're here to support and empower each other. This is how we grow. This is what community is all about. We all have these special gifts, these special abilities, these experiences in life. Good morning, Tiffany. How are you? And we can use these as tools to help ourselves and to help others. And that's part of the direction that the rest of the cards are going into today. Also, as we are growing, the one card that came out, and I didn't even realize it came out of the deck, from my Goddess deck, is the past. So it's so important for us to work on the stuff from our past. And eventually we'll get to a point for most of our experiences that we will be using those moving forward. We'll be able to look at them, back at them as some type of blessing in our life that is helping us to be where we are today, exactly where we're meant to be, and using those past experiences as tools moving forward. Oh, here's the card I was talking about with our thoughts. So that it's the Angel Messages card this morning. It's the base chakra card. And it says, choose only positive thoughts to describe your home, career, finances, as your words determine your outcome. Good morning, Tony. How are you? How's the weather out in Newfoundland? So it's so important that we choose those words, as I was saying before. When we talk about ourselves, our home, our career, our finances, anything we're saying, we don't want to put ourselves in a lack position, because if we're putting that lack out there or saying we need, we're keeping those things just outside of our reach. The last two cards fall into alignment with us growing and supporting and empowering each other. So from my Crazy Sexy Love Notes deck, we have the card that says, offer your love. Is there someone in your life who could benefit from loving kindness? The gesture doesn't have to be big. Send an email, pick up the phone, pop by for a visit, social distancing though, or order a bouquet of flowers. Let this person know that you're thinking of him or her. When we offer our love generously, that caring energy comes back to us tenfold, while also lifting us up in the process. Reach out and offer your love today. So when we're doing that, We also got the card of generosity from my goddess deck this morning. And those two go hand in hand. When we give of ourselves to others and show that we appreciate them and that we care, we're sending that wave, that ripple out. So it's going to affect that person, but it's also going to affect the people around them. And it's also going to make us feel good, because doing things for others lifts us as well. It's all about raising our energy vibration. So as we do those things, and they can be simple things. Yesterday, my next door neighbor was outside with her little daughter, and I had made a fairy house. And I was doing it because I just want to get creative. It's not a business or anything like that. And this little girl was out looking at all of my ornaments that I have in my garden and saying how much she liked them. So I gave her the fairy house. I made her day. And she spent the rest of the morning going out and picking dandelions. So I have a whole bouquet of dandelions now sitting on my front porch that she went and picked because it made her happy to do something for others. Good morning, Allison. How are you today? So it's so important for us to be able to do those things. I go to the store and I will buy a pack of cards, or I try and make my own, and people that I have their mailing addresses, I will mail them a card just to say hello and tell them I appreciate them. I'll send a message through Facebook. Oh, thank you, Catherine. I don't feel like I have an accent. Everyone else does. So it's really important for us to focus on us. So good morning, Amanda. So those are the cards for today, and I see a few people have just signed on at the end. Yeah, I saw how you misspelled my name, Amanda. That's okay. So I'm also going to be this week, Amanda is my business partner. We have a Facebook page and a Facebook group called Shine, and we are going to be doing some free events. We're trying to just do all the technical stuff right now. We're hoping to launch Thursday of this week. But what I'll do is I'll put links in the comments here, and I'll be sharing it on my page. I'll also put a link to our business page and our business group if anyone's interested in joining. Amanda and I are both certified coaches, and we really want to focus on empowering and spiritual empowerment for people so that we can help support you and lift you up. So that you can start living the life that you want. And we do this privately, but we run a lot of workshops, and we're really missing the face-to-face connection with people. Oh, thank you, Amanda. So it's so important for us to be able to give back and to be able to help others, especially supporting them. This is the year for awakening for so many people. And in the Spiritual Niagara community, Amanda and I both work for them as well. There is a huge membership. I think we have 60 members that all provide services. So whatever type of holistic service you're looking for, or psychics, mediums, they're there. There's yoga. There's all kinds of holistic services as well. And we're here supporting our community. We're helping people who are awakening. And this membership here, they're all providing services. A lot of them are trying to go online because we want to keep supporting and helping each other. So I'm going to leave that with you for today. Have an inspiring day, and I will be back tomorrow. Bye.